Hello everybody! Today's video is going to be on eyeliner and have tricks for people with hooded eyes and if you have high eyelids. So no matter what your eye shape is, I hope that these can help you. They should be able to. But just a disclaimer, eyeliner takes practice, and even if you follow these directions as close to perfect as you can, you're only going to get better every time you do it. So if this is your first time officially committing yourself to trying eyeliner, it's probably not going to look just how you want it. But if you do it 2 more times, if you do it 5 more times, if you do it 10 more times, it's going to get better each time. So I want you to know that, okay? Let's get started. So some things you're going to need, either felt tip liquid eyeliner, or of course you can always use this type. Not exactly sure of the name, but when the eyeliner's inside and you use an eyeliner brush or an angled brush and put it on that way. Today I'm just going to go in with my felt tip eyeliner because that's my favorite. Today I'm always using L'Oreal Voluminous Superstar liquid eyeliner. I love this one. You also might want to grab some concealer because when you make mistakes, concealer can save your ass. Okay. If you don't have an angled brush, you can just use a thin eyeshadow brush, the smallest one you can find. You don't need an angled brush, but it helps. Okay, so today, my tips. You can use tape for this. So I'm actually going to use tape today because this is how I started when I started eyeliner. I started with tape. So you're going to take, you also want a mirror, okay? You're going to take a piece of tape that is almost long enough to reach the end of your eyebrow, but not quite. Okay? And you're going to take this. Let's see if I can do it with the camera. You're going to go from the bottom lash line and you're going to angle it up toward the end of the eyebrow. Not all the way, but you're going in this general direction. Now that's if you have, higher set eyelids or, more eyelid space. If you have hooded eyes, you're going to take this tape and you're gonna start in the same spot, the bottom end of the lower lash line, but you're going to angle your tape outward toward the top of your ear, okay? So you'd angle it downward because your wing's going to go more outward so that it's not in the eyelid, you can see it outside of your eye, okay?
So I'm gonna take it under my lashes, bottom lash line, angled upward.
I'm gonna stick it down. Yes, I have foundation on, and when I take it off, foundation's probably not gonna be there, but easy fix. Normally, I would do this before the rest of my face. Now that you have it on, your goal when you're looking in the mirror is to look as straight at it as possible. You don't wanna be looking up, you don't wanna be looking down, because then your wing is not gonna end up the way that you want it. So, I'm gonna start. Alright, that's good. Alright. Start with a thin line. The trick to the tip of the wing, the very wing part, is you want to put as little pressure on the eyeliner itself because the harder you press, the thicker your line. So thinner line equals less pressure. And one last tip before we start, you're not ever coming at your eye like this with the tip of it, even though it looks like, oh, it's so thin, I'll do it that way. No. Best way to hold it is if you have a surface in front of you, rest your elbow on it. But since I don't have a surface in front of me, I use my hand, put my elbow in my hand, and I just hold my hand as still as possible. And I come at it angled. And when I'm going this way, I use the side of my felt tip, okay? All right, guys. Looking straight. Following my tape. Okay, now it is on the tape, so when I take that away, it's gonna be nice and thin. Now, I just did this because I want to put the tape on the other side and make sure my lines are equal, same size, same height. Take your piece of tape, pretty equal. Gonna do the same thing on the other side. Okay. Alright, now I'm going to start a little, not at the top of the wing, but a little under the tip of it, and I'm going to draw it inward because I want to keep the tip as thin as possible, so I'm not going to touch it yet. I'm just going to finish drawing my wing.
So,
Side of the felt tip. I'm going to take the tape off now so that I can actually see how thin it is and if I have to fix it. Not bad. Okay, another trick is under our upper lash line we have skin there, just like our waterline down here, our waterline up there. I like to fill it in. I like to take the tip of my brush and I like to go under my lash line just because I feel like it makes it look complete. Not quite at the tip, just start not here, down a little bit.
it's a gradual process.
Bad, but I definitely want to fix it up a little bit. Small, light movements. All right, now this is the time to, this side is not as sharp. Oh. This side is not as sharp, so I'm gonna take, this is where you take your angled brush and some concealer and just sharpen up. It's kind of like magic eraser concealer. It doesn't only cover up your acne, it covers up your eyeliner mistakes. So let's go. I want to just fix up this over here. So I think that I've made them as even as I can. I still struggle with eyeliner. Sometimes I put it on and I'm like, what is that? So I go and I wash it off and I do it all over again. And it's a process, but I love my wings, so I do them because I love them. After this, I would obviously put on my mascara. So I'm gonna do that off camera and finish up this video for you. Okay, now that I've done my mascara, I just have one more tip I wanna tell you. I remember that when I started eyeliner, I was trying to find an eyeliner that I liked, and eventually I came across the felt tip. But there's also gel eyeliner that is in the little container, and you take it out and it's a really skinny tip and it's gel. And I know that you probably know what I'm talking about, but when you put that on, it's not always a matte finish. I love matte finish, just like this is. There's no shine to it. But I remember that a tip that I used, I just did it myself one day. I didn't learn it from anyone. I bet people do it. But since it was shiny and I didn't like that it was shiny, I would take black eyeshadow and I would take my eyeliner and I'd just dip it in the eyeshadow and pat it on so it mattified it. And that's just a little tip I have if you just so happen to have gel eyeliner that is shiny and not matte. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you liked it, and give it a like, subscribe if you'd like to, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys!